Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm a registered dietitian and I do a few different things from home. I have 5 kids, and so being able to work from home and create my own schedule is important to me. So I started when I had my first kid. I was wondering what I could do from home, and I started blogging. So that's what I started doing. And I have a blog that I've been blogging on for a long time. I've taken a step back from blogging currently just because I have 5 kids, and blogging really is demanding. If you're not posting constantly, whether on your blog, social media, keeping up to date on all the trends and stuff, it can get a little bit overwhelming sometimes. And I'm just a one-person show. I don't have any employees that post for me or anything like that. But blogging really is great. You can blog whatever you're passionate about. I do recommend finding a niche, but there's a lot that goes into blogging. Not just if you want to do recipes, you got to learn how to write recipes and write them well. You got to, or on the writing side, how do you write a good article? How do you engage your readers to keep reading and want to keep coming back? Knowing the technical side of things like SEO and making sure you're going to show up in Google, or keeping up with the trends on TikTok or Instagram or wherever it is that you're sharing your content. So there's kind of a lot that goes into it, and as dietitians we aren't always trained on that. We're trained on nutrition and how that nourishes our body and things like that. So how do we translate that into a job of doing all this other technical stuff, but food photography, food videoing, all that things that we aren't necessarily taught in school. But it definitely can be learned, and it's something that can be very rewarding as well. Through my blogging, I also was contacted by a publishing company, and I have written 2 cookbooks. And so that's something that's special to me and that was really fun to do. And on the writing side of things, I started out writing for KSL.com, and I got that job from another dietitian that I know knew they were looking for more RD writers, and I hopped on that and started writing for them. And then now I currently write for verywellhealth.com on a variety of nutrition topics related to diabetes or gut health. I do a lot of that. Last week I was writing about food noise. I write about nutrition or diet trends and things like that. So a variety of topics. And I love that it's something new each week that I'm writing about, so I can keep refreshed on, or become an expert again, I guess you could say, on these topics every week that I'm writing about. Another thing that I do is I review nutrition content for a company called Crane Staywell, where I review all of their nutrition related content for accuracy, making sure that it's up to date, that their sources are reliable and up to date as well. And so they provide materials or education materials for like hospitals, clinics, and stuff around the nation. So I make sure that those are all accurate, because it's important, because they're going out to doctors or giving these to handouts to their clients, or giving them their links online or things like that. So I also do kind of the same thing for another company. I also do that for WebMD, reviewing nutrition articles. And they send me those each week as well, making sure that whether they're publishing it on their website or in a magazine or something like that, that everything is accurate and up to date. And like I said, reliable sources. And then another thing I do from home is nutrition menu review for Meals on Wheels. So I review all their menus for Tooele County Meals on Wheels and senior meals, making sure that they're hitting their marks for protein, fruits and vegetables, whole grains, things like that, and make sure they're not going over on other things such as sodium, fat, calories. I love these jobs because they allow me, like I said previously, to work from home, keep up to date in my field. I'm also able to have that flexible schedule that I'm looking for. So something that isn't necessarily the traditional roles of a dietitian, but something that I love doing.